Alright, problem solving, our favorite stuff to do. So we have 8 pens and 7 pencils. Let's call the pens the X and the pencils the Y, just because we can't use P and P because they start with the same letter. So 8 pens, and they cost $3.37, and 5 pens and 11 pencils cost $3.10. How much does each pen and pencil cost? The key thing to remember is sometimes it's easier to write equations in standard form. Sometimes it's easier to write equations in slope-intercept. So 8x, 8 times however many pencils cost, plus 7 times however many pens and pencils cost, then $3.37 is their total, while 5 pens and 11 pencils cost $3.10. So, solve this however you want to. But the point is that what makes this different from all the other problems we've done so far is that we're having to set up the equation to begin with. And so we've got a cost, and X and Y are standing for X is the cost of pens. Cost of pencils. And so really you could say cost per pen and cost per pencil. And we had 2 slopes in this one, and that's why I know a slope and a slope. Otherwise, if you just have one slope, I typically go with the y equals. Anyways, let's solve it. Let's multiply this one by 5 and this one by 8 and then -8, just so we get things to cancel out. So 40x, 5 times 7 is 35y, and 5 times 337 is 1685. And we get -40 and -88, and 8 times 310 is -2480. I forgot my x there. So, again, we set this up for elimination so that the x's will cancel out, and so we add them together. We get -53y, 1685 minus 2480, -795. And then once you divide, you get y equals 0.15. Divide by the -53 to get the y by itself. So, y being the cost of pencils, pencils cost 15 cents each. Plug this back in. It doesn't really matter where, but let's do it into the first one. 8x plus 7 times 15 cents equals 337. Solve this one down. 8x equals 337. If we subtract this over, you get 232. And then pens are 29 cents each. So, 29 per pencil. Per pen. And 15 per pencil. So put it back into the context of the problem after you're done with it. Lorenz marble jar, or Lorenz marble jar, contains plain marbles, colored marbles. So let's use plain marbles. 32 more plain. Than colored marbles. So you have some amount of colored marbles, add 32 to that, and you get the amount of plain marbles. because we have 32 more than plain. 180 total marbles in the jar. So the number of plain marbles plus the number of colored marbles equals 180. How many colored marbles does Loren have? So in this case we don't need both plain and colored, but it's set up beautifully for substitution because we have a P solved for. So C plus 32 plus C is 180. So C plus C is 2C. If you subtract 32, 150, 148, and then C is 74. How many colored marbles? Loren has 74 colored marbles. So, those are problem solving using systems. Again, setting up the system is the different part. The algebra part you probably already have down. So, colored marbles plus 32 gives you the number of plain. Plain plus colored equals 180. Getting it straight from the sentences. Read it a couple times if you need to.